Hi, it's the 3x5 here. I've resurfaced from the bunker where I've been since the election, as regular viewers, listeners know. Yes, I'm a coward, I admit it, but here I am. Conspiracy theories were once the province of the left. Remember the 9/11 truth movement? Immediately after the election, an apparently progressive TikTok user, according to Wired magazine, posted a conspiracy theory, quote, suggesting that Elon Musk's Starlink internet satellite system was used as part of a sophisticated effort to steal the election on behalf of President-elect Donald Trump, end quote. Something about Starlink being used at some polling locations, though not for voting machines, but for voter check-in. That was the truth of it, though. Of course, unlike Trump and his allies, who are only too happy to embrace conspiracies, no Democratic lawmakers or election officials claimed that the 2024 election was stolen. In any event, I hereby present a new conspiracy theory from the left about Musk. To wit, is Elon Musk shooting lasers at us from his satellites? I think that he has been targeting the region of our brain with which we reason. Those with well-developed prefrontal cortexes, aka progressives and some conservatives, admittedly, especially never-Trumpers, are immune, but those with underdeveloped powers of reason, which includes not only Trump supporters, but those who don't pay attention to politics or the world at large. The main symptom that we see is that they have been attacked by these lasers is their complacency about Trump's crimes and misdemeanors. Wait, there were no misdemeanors, only felonies. It's as if they succumbed to the invasion of the body snatchers. They have become pod people. Obviously, I'm kidding. Sort of. Getting serious about Musk. Until now, I have managed to avoid thinking about or addressing this mess of a man. He's America's most unsavory character this side of Trump. Though I have read that he is getting on Trump's nerves, hanging out at Mar-a-Lago. For now, they almost seem like two parts of a Trump triumvirate, as I said in a previous broadcast, such as the first that ruled Rome, Julius Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus. I asked ChatGPT what you call a triumvirate if it is only two people. The first is duumvirate, from the Latin word for two men. That is almost too good to be true, since, as most of us know, they are the two biggest dummies in America. Almost as good is the second meaning, diarchy, from the Greek, meaning rule by two, as in, to borrow a song lyric from Country Joe and the Fish. Whoopee, we're all gonna die. Anyway, now that Musk has come to loom over our lives like a parade balloon, I feel compelled to address him. I have read that his insanity may have been sparked by his daughter, who, born male, transitioned. According to a New York Times article edited here, quote, Vivian Jenna Wilson, the transgender daughter of Elon Musk, said that her father would, her words, harass her for exhibiting feminine traits and pressure her to appear more masculine. In an interview, Musk used Ms. Wilson's birth name, which is known as dead naming in the world of LGBTQ, and said that she was, these are Musk's words, dead, killed by the woke mind virus. That's what he said of his own daughter. Dead, killed by the woke mind virus. End quote. This is a transparently monstrous thing to say about any child, let alone your own. His humanity aside, to make a statement for the record like that raises a huge red flag about both his judgment and stability. Meanwhile, regarding the national international implications of Musk's actions, Russell L. Honore, a retired lieutenant general, begins a recent New York Times column by asking, quote, "Is Elon Musk a national security risk?" He continues, again edited, "Mr. Musk and his rocket company, SpaceX, face federal reviews for failing to provide details of Mr. Musk's meetings with foreign leaders and other potential violations of national security rules," end quote. Furthermore, quote, "Mr. Musk's business ventures are heavily reliant on China. He borrowed at least $1.4 billion from banks controlled by the Chinese government to help build Tesla's giant Shanghai factory," end quote. Who wants to be in hock to China, right? It gets worse. Lieutenant General Honore points out, quote, "China does not tend to give things away. The country's laws stipulate that," get this, "China can demand intelligence from any company doing business in China in exchange for participating in the country's markets." Okay, let me say that again. China can demand intelligence from any company doing business in China in exchange for participating in the country's markets. Who knew that? Anyway, returning to the column. This means Mr. Musk's business dealings in China could require him to hand over sensitive classified information learned either through his business interests or his proximity to President-elect Trump. Think about that. Or learned either through his business interests or his proximity to President-elect Donald Trump. Finally, leave us not forget Musk's conversations with Putin. If we can't, this is me speaking again, if we can't stop mass deportation, at least because he is a national security disaster waiting to happen, Musk should be the first immigrant we should throw out of the country. Finally, regarding January 6, about which Trump and MAGA have ultimately emerged triumphant, against all odds, if you call delusion and denial triumph a victory, Jonathan Alter wrote, quote, "They back the blue unless it's a coup." Okay, I think I got to go back from whence I came.